So I have a question for you.
Yes.
Do you drink every day?
What makes you ask that question?
This.
It's suspect.
It's very sus.
Cheers.
Cheers. There's my answer, guys. There's our answer.
Cheers.
This is a cool job.
Okay, but to answer your question, no, I don't drink every day. I was just telling Singa before you got here. He's like, how's your weekend? How's your weekend? I was like, I haven't really been drinking. I'm trying to drink like 3-4 nights a week max, which is still a lot. Like, I'm not saying that's nothing. I'm not saying like max.
Okay.
Wine
or
obviously.
hard.
No,
hardcore.
it's typically always wine.
Okay.
Or like an old fashioned or a dirty martini. I guess hard. Okay, fine.
Hard.
Anyway, who's asking the questions here? Welcome, Christina Ardema, to Adultish Wines.
Thank you.
Yes, you are the CEO of the Chatty Mouse.
The Chatty Mouse, CEO, the face.
What is the actual, like, the Chatty Mouse charcuterie? By the way, is it charcuterie or charcuterie?
I like to say, I always say this, say like the predator, like shark. So I would say SH.
Charcuterie.
Charcuterie.
Okay. And do you hate when people say charcoochie boards?
I find it to be kind of annoying.
Yeah.
I feel like it was
funny
tired
for a second.
It's tired.
Yeah.
Can we retire that now? She's tired. She wants to retire.
Okay, that makes sense. I've never said that, but it came to mind when I was like,
because it was such a thing like 3 years ago, right?
Right.
But I like how you are in tune to know that it's over.
It's over with. Okay, so CEO of the Chatty Mouse charcuterie business.
Yes.
So I moved here to Houston. All about me. I moved here to Houston 3 years ago at this point, and I feel like I saw your Instagram straight away because I have to tell you, I'm in the business of making charcuterie boards for free for people's events. That's
okay.
Any event I go to,
that.
people are like, people bring the charcuterie. People bring the charcuterie. Yes. So actually, I'm going to have you look at some photos and grade them for me.
Okay.
How annoying is that?
I live for this. I actually teach classes.
Perfect. Oh, you do?
Yes. And sometimes I feel like I lose my chill with these girls. So I'm excited to lose my chill on you.
Uh-oh. I don't think it'll be that bad. I'm kind of confident.
Well, if people trust you and you're that girl, then now I have high expectations. Yeah. Plus, we're matching nails, so I feel like we're matching souls.
Yeah, and we are not matching outfits if you're watching this on YouTube. So I always tell my guests to dress comfortably if you'd like, but absolutely feel free. I've had people come dressed up in heels, no problem at all. Actually, Carolina, who we both know from the Nightcap, is of course how we met. She's the only person that has come in full sweat. So you're not alone, but I am feeling a little underdressed.
I love that. These are my PJs. This is my chill outfit. My girlfriends already know I'm gonna overdress, so like don't even feel bad about it.
Okay, you look beautiful.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Are you going anywhere after this?
This is so I already did a couple things. Okay. And this is my chill outfit.
You were more dressed up before you got here.
I was more dressed up.
Insanity.
And I took my lashes off.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. I'm trying to think of the last time I wore lashes. I'm not a girly girl in the least.
What?
No, I know.
You make charcuterie boards, you drink wine. You're a girly girl.
Okay.
Yeah. You wear beautiful jewelry. Your nails are long.
Yeah, and they need to get done. But yes, thank you so much.
Girly girl. Femme all the way. Remember, that's like the thing right now.
Yeah.
See, I was femme before it was a thing.
What is femme? What is
the soft girl living?
Okay, I'm trying to get more into soft girl living.
Yeah.
I feel like I probably come off a little hard girl.
Really?
Yeah.
You gave me soft the whole time at Nightcap.
Really?
Which is why I gravitated towards you. Yeah. You're soft. Mm-hmm.
Wait, tell me more about what a soft girl is.
So I think like soft girl living to me is just being able to sit back. Like you don't have to take full control. And I think the reason why it's coming up right now is because it's actually something that you either are or aren't. And that way you have to now learn it. If you're not, you have to make a conscious effort to learn it, because letting go of control, I think it's the main thing. Having to be, the one behind the wheel is actually part of people's like DNAs. Like they need to, because of the way that they were brought up, because they are in survival mode.
Yeah.
They can't turn it off.
Okay, I will have to tell you then, I am constantly trying to not be hard then.
Trying to
it
turn
is
it
in
off.
my DNA to be in the driver's seat. Cinco will tell you, poor guy.
Really? Yeah. And it is. And it's a clash, right?
Yeah.
With some men.
Yes.
Or worse than a clash is like being with a beta, because you have such strong energy that the only way that's like a yin and a yang, it has to be like a beta male to be with like a full strong girl. Otherwise, you guys are going to be clashing all the time, like you and your mans.
Yeah. My mans. My producer mans. I am single. So I need a beta man is what we're hearing, right?
No. I think it's all things that you learn. I've always been soft girl living.
Yeah.
And I think that that's unfortunately a privilege, actually.
Well, I love that. And again, I'm trying every day to be
get
more
there.
like that. Yeah, especially in my single dating life. So, okay, soft girl era.
Yeah, you got to just chill out and not take things so serious, too. Nothing is that serious.
Yes, that sounds great. I love that for me. Okay, good. Well, I'm glad I'm giving off that vibe at least. When we met at the nightcap.
You were so, and then you're like nurturing. Are you kidding me? That is like
I
the
am
most
very nurturing, very caretaking.
Yeah,
empathetic for sure.
I love that.
We did bond over wardrobe issues.
Yeah, I was in distress, and you helped me. Maybe that's again telling. Like I'm just as me. Save me!
No, you're not.
Help me!
Right, and I was like, I have the answer. By the way,
I got you. Do you want me to sew it up? Do you want me to stitch it? I can take it to the back. I can fix you up. You need therapy? I got you. Okay,
yes,
baby.
and we figured it all out. We got you situated, and then about 45 minutes later, you had left at this point. Did you leave?
I did leave early.
Yeah,
I did.
My jumpsuit that I was wearing
that everybody was complimenting you on.
Down. It's so funny because somebody said to me, "Oh my God, that jumpsuit girl, like, love it," and I was like, "Hopefully we don't have a Janet Jackson moment," and I manifested that. I went to the bathroom. And I walked out of the bathroom and I went to zip up my jumpsuit that started at the ass.
Yes.
And it wouldn't zip. The zipper came off the tracks. And so I said to the producer, "Hello, we have an emergency." And he's like, can we do that? No, it was Matt. And then Matt was like, "What do we do?" And then Jake, poor guy, Jake on the walk, he's like, let me get hobby. I was like, yeah, I actually have thread and needle, but I just won't be able to sew it myself.
Yeah.
So I just need somebody to
do it.
Use fingers and sew for me. And so we did it and we went back out and everything was great. But that's why you always bring around. That's the old costumer in me.
That
safety pins, thread.
You had everything.
I had everything.
We won't talk about the other stuff you had in there.
Well, condoms, that's okay.
What else? She had condoms next to needles, guys. Don't do that.
Oh my God. Used for totally different things. Honestly, that condom is so old. I need to take it out.
She's trying to bamboozle you, okay? Ladies and gentlemen.
More so gentlemen. But no, I need to throw that condom away because it wouldn't do anyone any good because
it's been years.
It's been years.
So you're raw dogging it these days.
No. Actually, I haven't had sex in a while. Anyway, enough about me. Enough about me. Okay. So I want to hear because I know you're from California.
I am.
What part?
Southern California.
But like what part?
Riverside.
Because I'm from Santa Clarita. Do you know where Magic Mountain is?
Yes.
Okay. What's your hesitation? I mean, give it to me.
Because I feel like I'm so bad, but I thought that was a little bit northern California, so now I'm just embarrassed.
Honestly, don't be embarrassed because I would do something similar.
No, Six Flags?
Yeah.
Cool.
Southern California.
Yeah.
It's like 20, 30.
No, I've been to Six Flags plenty.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's where I live.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to Wood Ranch? It's a restaurant right down the...
Yes, but Wood Ranch is also... Of course, you're totally a Wood Ranch girl.
What does that mean?
My friends are... It's just weird. Anyway.
You know people that work at Wood Ranch?
Yes. Sydney, Nicole, and Dina.
What location?
They worked at the... they're going to hate me for this. Corona?
Okay.
Cajalco?
Yeah, we probably beat them in location. Our annual softball tournament.
They had a softball tournament?
Yes.
And I didn't go to it?
Are you a softball player?
I'm a good player to everything.
You're an athlete.
I'm an athlete.
Okay.
And a competitive ass girl.
Okay. Did you move? What was the reason you moved?
My husband.
Your husband's from here?
No, my husband's actually from Orange County.
Okay.
Then we moved to like the LA area together.
Okay.
And right
you
when
met
we
him
moved,
out in Orange County?
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
I met him out in like Pomona area, which is Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Essentially. No.
I don't know.
Area.
County, maybe. I'm
County.
not too good with directions.
County. Yeah. So, exactly. That's why the Santa Clarita, I was like,
Never eat shredded wheat like the northeast southwest thing. I'm like, just tell me turn left
see,
or
that
right.
was really easy in California because we had like the 15 freeway.
Thank you so much for saying the 15. Do you get shit out here for when you call a freeway the?
No.
What?
I don't even think I talked to anybody enough to talk about a freeway. What did they say?
Because people out here in Texas call the freeway, I'm taking Interstate 10, or I'm taking, what do they say, Cinco?
I-10, 16.
I'm taking I-10, I'm taking 610. You do
They don't
not
say
say
the.
the, but I say the, and it's
Is
a
that what
hill
gives
I'm
us
gonna die
away?
on. Yes. It's a hill I'm gonna die on.
Oh, I'm on the. Oh my God. Why don't they say
I
that?
say I'm taking the 10 to the 405 to the 118 to the 171. Like,
I will say, the more concise we get with the way we speak, the better. So I feel like they might have beat us on that one. Just that. Also, like the you guys, I like it better because the y'all, I'm still not used to it. But it also makes more sense because we say you guys. Like, why?
Strangely enough, I said y'all before I moved here. I don't know why.
Because
I
you
don't
worked
have
at
a
Wood Ranch.
Southern- Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
maybe.
It was Wood Ranch.
Weird.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so sorry. Met your husband in Pomona. He's from Orange County.
Yes. Okay, so we met. He's a mechanical engineer.
Okay.
The branch in Orange County obviously closed because
Yeah.
oil and gas.
Yeah.
And they were like, here's your severance package. Or how about you guys move to good old Texas? And we were just so green and so new and happy and in love. We were like,
Yeah.
let's go have an adventure. And that it
Were you
has
married
been.
at that point?
I had to get engaged.
Okay. You
Yeah.
said I'm not moving unless I'm engaged.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
A slight ultimatum.
Oh, well, for sure. But it was not an ultimatum that I wanted to give. It was just an ultimatum that, like, I know, like,
I'm not
just
going to move for you.
Yeah, and like, I wish I was that cool. It's mostly because my dad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
it's just like he needed to have like no, my daughter's not going to move across the country if you guys don't have a wedding
Get
date.
it, Dad.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Get it, Dad.
Yeah.
That's
So
great.
it was his ultimatum. So I was
Okay.
still able to look like,
Oh, sorry, my dad's saying it. Sorry about that. Okay.
Yeah.
Cute.
yeah.
Okay, so what did you think culture shock when you moved here to Houston?
Gosh, Houston has just been amazing.
How long has
Honestly,
it been?
3 years. I
Okay.
moved here 1 month before you did.
Whoa.
Mm-hmm. And I've loved every minute of it. Yeah.
Wow.
I just miss my family.
Yeah.
I mean, Texans don't want to hear this. Houstonians definitely don't want to hear this. But if I can just relocate my entire family, I'd never want to move back.
Yeah, they don't want to hear this.
No.
They don't. And I love that you love your family, but they don't want to hear this.
Right.
Oh, they've had enough of us Californians.
They've had enough.
And I get it.
And I get it. I've had enough. I've had enough. I'm sick of the traffic. It's getting worse and worse every year. But anyway, let's not get them started because then they go on.
Let's not get them
going
started.
on.
Actually, one thing to say on the topic, and then we're shutting it down,
Okay.
is the traffic out here doesn't exist because nobody knows how to drive. Like, there's traffic in LA because people are getting somewhere with a sense of urgency. Here, I say people are exchanging casserole like recipes on the side of the fucking freeway. What are they doing? Move your car.
You are brave. You are fucking brave. I would never.
You do not agree. Wink, wink, nod, nod.
They're not exchanging casseroles. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Okay, that's the only thing I'll say. Okay, so what's the history behind your business? Were you always the person who brought charcuterie boards to events? Like,
So I was
Okay.
before that little, the boom of 19, and then 2020 just like propelled it through the roof.
Okay, it kind of, I don't know the history of that. So it came crazy in 2019.
Yeah, so basically like in 2019, I remember like still YouTubing little things like how to get better at this, but I started making them. The first time I tried it was in 2013.
Okay.
The first time I tried it, 2013. It's like 20 years old. and blew my mind. So I started doing them since then. But then I started doing them for family, like the way that you are.
Yeah.
And it eventually evolved into like a full-blown, let me pay you. So I've never been shy to pay. My family's never been like not supportive to not pay. Just started off that way, then family, friends, then friends of friends. And it just, the word got out. And I think also the enthusiasm that I put behind it kind of also like you make your own business exciting.
Yeah.
Because I do believe that like my family helped so much, but there's only... Absolutely. Very not so common, I guess. But the fact that you can use that and leverage it into also continuing to do it, I think is like the most important part. I put my heart and soul into it, and I just started growing and growing. And the move to Houston didn't scare me. It just meant, you know what? I'm starting from scratch, and that's okay. I already know how to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And
so you were the Chatty Mouse before the move to Houston?
I was the Chatty Mouse before.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was doing mostly LA and Orange County, Anaheim.
Mm-hmm.
And that was my main focus. That was like I can tell that's where the best business was coming from anyway. And then came Houston, and then 2020, like, you know, when they say the lucky girl syndrome.
Yeah.
And some people hate it.
Yeah.
Which I get, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a mix of everything.
Okay.
I think life is like you have to work hard, but let's not pretend that luck isn't involved.
100%. I agree with that.
It's involved. The 2020 thing that happened and the restaurants were shut down, like to get my name out for people, it's different to give a stranger $3,000 as it is to give them 50. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So when I first started out here, I started with little stuff, and it was like, okay, $50, like sell me. Back then I was just selling or Venmoing, you know, they would send it to me, come pick it up, word of mouth. Now we're doing, I don't want to say, but it's amazing.
Upwards of $50.
Upwards of $50.
No, I've obviously checked out your Instagram.
Yeah.
Your like grazing boards are incredible, and they take up the entire bar at a tax bracket person house that I'm not. I don't know anything about.
I know, me neither.
Their bar
I
is
love
like the
being
size
there.
of my bedroom. I love being there.
Seriously, I love just being there.
Wow, and it just grew naturally.
It grew. It was 100% organic.
No way.
But there's also, again, I'd like to shout out like the people who really helped me. And I think from the top of my head, like a lot of realtors, like Julia Wang, I don't know if you know her. She helped my business a lot get like exposure. And then Houston Hotspots.
Oh yeah, I follow them.
Yeah, helped me a lot with exposure.
That's actually a great Instagram account to follow.
Oh, it is such a great. Laura Wiseman, she was like the first person that ever bought my grazing tables. She's still a client. So people that really helped me at the beginning.
It's kind of like not stakeholders because they're not stakeholders, but some people who just really were involved in good customers and would share and shout your name.
Share and shout and just got me, you know, it's no coincidence that a lot of my customers were like construction sites, big company. And then once you start, the thing about numbers, even though people pretend it's like not real, like on Instagram, like it is, because once you get more exposure,
like followers and likes,
because then we were recognized more. So now we started getting bigger clients like NASA and Chevron and places that we had to get clearance for.
NASA.
Yeah. So that happened because we just grew so much throughout those years. Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, you just slyly name dropped NASA.
Yeah.
That's incredible. That's so cool.
Mm-hmm. And just all kinds of like everybody. That's what I'm saying. Like, I know that there's now, Houston has also opened my life, my world to know that there's so much money out there and I don't even understand how much. And people don't view the world the way through my lens. You know, I'm a little ranch girl.
But don't forget where you came from, because that's probably, you know what I mean? Like, don't forget that, like, you're looking in from a different lens.
Still there, right?
Right. But even in the future, hopefully near, like that you're feeling like, I hope, like I have friends who make so much effing money, it's insane. Yeah. And they're still at Nordstrom Rack and TJ Maxx. And it's like, if I'm ever where you are, I will be at Forever 21, at TJ Maxx, at Nordstrom Rack. Like, that's who I want to be.
They are. They're just very generous. Like we made a table this weekend for 20 people and it was $1,300, which is like for them, nothing. And then I like set it up. Super sweet, super generous. I like finish, hands me another 100. We get hundreds all the time, just tipping from our customers.
Wow.
And it's like, but they have multi-million-dollar homes. Like they're just loaded, and they're also so kind.
It's good to hear that they're being
so
kind and generous.
They're so kind and generous.
Did you start your business like only offering specific things and then grew like were grazing boards always available as well as the smaller ones that you started, or as your business grew and how more people knew about you, did you like, oh, I need to start offering more, bigger, better things?
I love that question because I feel like business girls, like you start having to let go of like your, like the bottom tier, and it's really hard and it's heartbreaking because those are the people that kept you going at the beginning. So like letting go of the people that are getting like these like $40 boxes.
It's not cutting it anymore.
It's not cutting it anymore. And it sucks because you still want to see them. You still want to interact with them. But it's like it's no longer serving for the business. And that's hard to do in a business because you got to let that go in order to grow. So it was actually that we had smaller orders that are no longer available. And now our smallest is getting too small where we're already thinking of cutting as well. And that was for like 8 people.
Really?
And it's like next, because they're not like a lucrative thing anymore.
Yeah. Do you have a team that works with you, or are you doing this all on your own?
No. So I don't really consider it so much like a team per se because it's Sabrina. It's Chalita, a lady that works with me every day, like with prep and stuff. And then Lucas takes a lot of the admin stuff. And then I have one more.
Lucas is your husband?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then one more, Dakota. She comes in and out with, she was introduced to me by like Eris Designs. You should have her here. Another girl who comes in and out whenever we really need. But having those people right now, it's like all that we need.
Okay. So
and then I have another girl who helps me with social media who's
that's nice.
Actually,
So do you like, are you the person on site curating the board or the?
Yes. So that's why it just feels like the team in itself is like how we can respond within an hour. So like your questions don't sit there for 24 hours. You know how people have that turnaround? No, my inquiries get answered within like minutes or an hour.
Wow.
That's huge. I used to leave things in my inbox for like a week, when I didn't have anybody. The prep is what takes the longest. Do you know how much a table takes me to set up? An hour. That's it. I need people to answer. I need people to prep. So that's why when it's like the team, it's like, yes, I have like a big base, but at the end of the day, it's like I still am the one on site, which is still a lot of pressure on me, to be honest. Like I wish I can let that part go a little bit more, which I have. I have done in the past.
Yeah.
If it's super necessary. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I can understand like maybe feeling a little like territorial or like less involved or needed if you're not the one.
And also like
there.
Like customers, right? Like I would feel like because the CEO, like the face, but I think it's like very, like I need to work on that because Laura Wiseman, the one that I told you that was the first person that ever booked a grazing table, she's like, I don't understand why you're still the one that comes. She's like, I wouldn't expect you to come anymore. And she's a businesswoman and her husband's a businessman, and he's telling me all of like, giving me insight. And it's super true. I shouldn't be the only one doing them anymore. But there's still like some sort of insecurity or like mental block that's not allowing me to like, I have to slow down to speed up. Like I should really train somebody fully. But do you see how there's nobody even in my team to do that? Like I said, prep. I said admin, social media.
Right.
And I'm the only one doing.
You need another.
Yeah.
You need like another
Lucas
artist.
Lucas is the artist. Yeah. I need another artist. You know why it's scary? Once you're so used to an artist, what if they don't show up? And it's like the reliance on somebody else to do it. To like,
scary.
Let's say we both have $5,000 tables at the same exact time this December. and they don't show. It's like if I knew that I had to do it, I would plan accordingly. Lucas and Dakota go together. I go by myself. Mentally, I'm focused for that, right? Mentally, I know that I have to finish there, go check on them to make sure that they did everything right, to see what I have to fix. Now, the faster I'm talking, the more like crazy
so
my
you're
day
turning
is.
down. You'll turn.
We don't
down.
turn anything down. We plot. Lucas goes with somebody, and I go here, and I help him after or before. But do you see how the pressure is on that? Versus, but I'm talking like thousands of dollar tables, because usually they're off by a couple hours. And remember, I told you it only takes an hour.
Yeah.
So the turn down shouldn't happen.
Okay.
I'm saying once I get complacent, and I'm like, oh, no big deal. I'm going to take forever washing my hands. I'm about to go. It's like, is so-and-so here? Oh, they're not showing up. They're not here? What? And like, they never showed. Like that. Like getting so comfortable and reliant on somebody. Because now it's like, I don't have to check on Sabrina. I don't have to worry, did that invoice get answered? You know? But that's also not going to like ruin everything.
Right.
Because if she wouldn't show up, like.
That can get handled later.
Yeah, later.
Scary.
So that's why. But again, I just have to do it.
You just have to do it. I heard, and I think that I go through this, and I talk about it all the time. Having Cinco here was never something that I expected. Like a producer, engineer, I was doing it on my own, and he's helped me in so many ways. But I'm still very resistant to it. Poor guy.
Why?
Because, and I talked to Carolina about it on our episode with her. Like she's the host of the show, but she got so busy one time she had to ask for somebody else to fill in for her, and she was like, "Should I?" Well. Yeah, you need to feel comfortable in that it's your show and no one's going to replace you.
Yeah.
You need to feel, and honestly, for your business to grow, you're going to need.
You need it.
Other people with your mindset to support you.
You literally need it. And I know that, right? So it's not like, I feel like I still feel the resistance, and I know that it's still some mental stuff that I have to work on.
Yeah.
But there is no reason why I should be the only designer. We have like a designer and a half.
Okay. Because do you give yourself, so what does your free time look like? Do you?
I have a lot of free time.
You do?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, think about it. I don't have to send any invoices out. I don't do any of the CPA stuff. We have a CPA. I don't do any of the
But can you travel on the weekends?
Emailing.
What if you're wanting to travel somewhere?
Oh, okay. So the design part is the part that's hard. I have a lot of free time because I'm going to be there when I need to be there, like calendar wise. But I have days where I'm not doing anything and I could do whatever I want because I have other people handling it. But let's say I want to just take off. If my calendar allows it, I will literally leave. Like, within hours. But it's just you're never going to have that freedom, full freedom to just leave. One day I will.
One day.
Yeah. One day when I fix my mental issues. And then by then I'll have kids, and then I will have no free time.
We're all working through that, so that's just fine. Me too. You wanted to talk about, or you mentioned abundance mindset, which I've never, I mean, I don't know if that's like a thing that's going around on TikTok or something like that. What is abundance mindset? Is it like a lucky girl syndrome?
It's along the same things. Like I tell my husband, like I might sound so like hoo-ha, like
woo-woo.
Woo-woo.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. I was literally going to say there's a specific term. It's woo-woo.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like I sound like that. And I feel like I don't want to annoy him or annoy people because I feel like sometimes my mom had that. But honestly, everything works out. Like, and I just feel like money, like the way that we view it is just so wrong. Like the way that we talk about it, and maybe I've just read one too many self-help books, but
maybe I need to read more. Honestly,
should. I can recommend one.
Yeah,
Millionaire Mindset is one that I totally recommend. By Eckhart Harv Eckert or Eckhart Harv.
Okay, Millionaire Mindset.
Millionaire Mindset. The Secrets of a Millionaire Mind. Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, there's just so much to go around that you shouldn't fear that there's not enough for you. It's kind of silly to me. I feel like they're excuses actually for people to not get their ass up and work.
Kim Kardashian? Okay, mic drop.
I can still say that.
Absolutely.
I can see how there's a disconnect and people don't understand it.
I get
so
people's
huge,
whatever.
But whatever.
People want to hate.
People want to hate. People don't want to get their ass up and work. Yeah. And I've seen it. So I feel like there's just so many cop-outs we can take. Yeah. But honestly, like, I feel like I've had all the excuses that I can use, and I've turned it around for myself. I've always done it. I've always turned it around, and I will continue to. So, yeah.
Okay. I'm inspired but a little skeptical still, just because like I'm thinking of just like my life just flashed in my eyes. I'm like, I don't know. I feel like I've tried pretty hard. I feel like I'll stay trying.
Do you focus on exactly what you want?
No, like I cannot visualize it.
Because I feel like some people actually don't even know what they want. And some people don't.
I do know what I want, but like if you were to tell me to like meditate or like look at it, see it right now, like visualize you in that, situation or in that position, I'm like, what do I have to do? I have to do this. I have to do that. Like I'm everywhere.
Okay, so I like this one thing where it says like the universe doesn't want you to try harder. It just wants you to like relax and like kind of slow down. Oh, yeah. So I feel like when we are just like trying to work and work and work, like there's just like, if you sit back, you can get better ideas of like where you really need to go. And I feel like a lot of the times, not that we're lying to ourselves, you're not admitting the truth to yourself about what you really want. Like I will say something maybe so absurd, but when I was younger, I wrote down the name of the guy that I wanted to marry.
I see this shit on TikTok all the time. Are you about to tell me?
But I remember the first time I experienced it, I was probably like 7 years old. And I remember wearing these little green overalls. It was Easter. And I was wearing green overalls and like a little white shirt under. And there was like 3 baskets and like 50 million kids because it was like a community Easter egg hunt. And I like pointed at the one I wanted and like I knew it was for me. But it was like that like faith of a child. And I got it. And I feel like that is just the first time I experienced it. I remember that always. And I feel like this weekend, for example, the Greek festival was here. Mm-hmm. And I just came back from Greece a couple weeks ago. And I didn't see Greek dances. And I was kind of bummed about that. So we walk in and my husband was like, look, let's go over there, whatever. And the Greek the Greek dance show was starting literally 7:00 on his watch, 7:00. It started. We go in, front seats. We see a Greek dance, the Greek dance that I wanted, 45 minutes of it. And it's like the smallest things that just happened this weekend. It's everything in my life works that way. Like I never have to like worry about the parking spots or anything like that. Like it just does. And I don't know if it does because I'm looking for that and I'm trying to, that's what I'm like expecting out of life, but it just does. It works out. And that's why I've never had an issue like not having like.
I so need to subscribe to this, try this.
I think.
Take a shot at it. I don't know.
Take a shot at it.
So do you do you do something daily?
It doesn't have to be that hard. No, I think I think the opposite is that people are like trying to like stab it in their life. Like I'm going to do this. I'm going to like journal. I'm going to I don't know. I think it's like harder. People are making it harder than it should be.
Okay, so you just live your life, positive thinking.
And that's so ugly because like one of my sisters hates it. Like she hates like positive thinking. I think because it comes from my mom, right?
Okay.
So like it can be annoying, but it literally
I think it can be annoying
like
if you never
that.
see the reality of a situation. Like if something actually really bad happens, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like if you're
like toxic.
Sitting in the middle of like a crime scene and you're like, but
my
it could have been so much worse. I would be like, fuck off. Fuck your positivity.
Yeah.
Fuck your abundance.
Yeah.
We're covered in blood. It's worse, you know?
Hey, we're alive.
No, I would be like, and you're about to die.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm gonna kill you.
In the Halloween spirit. Yeah. So with my husband, I literally I had a couple girls like message me when we got engaged to tell me like that's literally like the guy you would talk about. Like all of the things that I wanted.
Characteristics about him you had talked about.
Characteristics, yeah.
Wow.
And it's just so nice.
Okay.
And it's like, but it was literally, so, oh my God. Okay.
Tell me.
So I told my sister-in-law, right? I don't mind being fucking crazy, like with my in-laws. No. They know I am. So I was telling her, like, I made a list of like everything that I wanted. I wanted him to be, but okay, this is another thing about this, okay? I wanted to marry an engineer, right? And not like a civil one, no hate, no shade, but like, like something. I mean, yeah. So I went to a school of engineering because why not? I'm going to place myself. So once I got there, I wasn't looking around to see what guy was staring at me. I was just letting life take its course. And that's what I mean. Like, do what you know what you want and take action in that direction, but you don't really have to do much else. So live your life in the way that you want, like who you want to be, but you don't really have to. I was in scouting.
Right. But you were just putting yourself
in that situation.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Yeah. And then I wanted to like marry like a guy like more financially stable, so I would only date guys that were more financially stable.
Yeah, I definitely need to work on that.
Yeah, so like that. So it's like if you're going
I'm
against
really so concerned about the finance, like more than me kind of thing. I'm just like, as long as we're even. But I do want to be soft girl era, so I am like, yeah, you could do more.
Yeah.
And I'll do less.
Yeah, who cares? Just be educated or have, your life together. But that's what I'm saying. Like, it should go hand in hand. Like, people say something, but then they date a guy who's married. It's kind of like, are you living parallel to?
Yeah, like if I'm tired of how athletes have treated me, I should stop dating athletes.
Yes.
Right. So I need to go to like downtown Houston happy hour or lunch where people are going to be wearing a collared shirt and a tie.
Yeah. Or what? Yeah. Like, what do you want? Network in that way.
Not the athletes.
So can we hear the story?
Oh, there's too many. I can't. We don't have time for that. But I'm not dating athletes anymore. I don't date athletes anymore.
Okay.
Because they just fuck you over. Or they have fucked me over.
See, and even then, I feel like girls who want to date athletes, like if you have that mindset to be okay with that, like more power to you, right? Mm-hmm. But I know I'm not that girl. So why am I going to pretend,
Right.
So it's like, are you pretending. That down? Okay. Are you pretending? Okay. If you're pretending,
I'm not that down.
Then you're wasting your time. Because
so much time.
Yes, because they are probably really good husbands, but they can only meet a certain quota, certain things that you expect from them. You know what I mean? Wink, wink.
Yeah.
So if that can't be you, then why date that? That's going against what you truly desire,
Yeah.
Yeah.
This has been good. This has been good for my brain. Okay. Holy shit. So these TikTokers are onto something. You don't talk. Are you on TikTok?
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
I'm not on
That's
TikTok.
not shade. I'm just saying, like, I do see these people talking about, like,
onto something.
Just picture it or just put yourself in the situations. And I'm like, okay, next video.
Can I recommend something?
Do it.
So I have a little trampoline, a little one. I'll send you the link.
Okay.
$50 on Amazon.
Okay. Oh my god.
Jump on it in the morning for 3 minutes. Just put your favorite song on and just jump and get ready. Put your cute little sweats on, put a little mascara on, get ready, have a shower, smell good, go out in the world. Only after jumping for those 3 minutes. It's literally like it does something in your body. Like not even working out. Like if that's going to maybe put you like more in a, why do I have to get up? Like now you don't feel like getting up. It's just so simple. Again, you don't have to do so much. It's just
wake up and jump
for a minute. Get those good feelings in your body. Because some people don't want to work out, right? Mm-hmm. If that's the first thing you do in the morning, why would you want to get up? Like subconsciously, like your body is just like already like not wanting to.
Yeah, I do have a hard time doing that. Yeah.
So if your thing is like, I'm just going to get up and jump around for 2 minutes and put my favorite song on. Again, you don't have to journal or ask or whatever. Just like whatever happens in your body, like literally clap around, like move around, dance around. And that's it.
I'm feeling really good about this. I'm feeling like we're going to reference back this episode when the things that I've wanted have come true.
Yes. So do that. What I was telling you about my sister-in-law.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
My sister-in-law has lived her best. She's like 38 or like 39. And she's lived abroad. She's done everything. You know, when we're like, gosh, I want to live that life, but I also want to be married by like 35. Like, am I making the right choice? That's a lot of people's worries. She did it. I told her like what I did for her brother, like what I wanted, how I did it, like how creepy vibes it was. Like I was serious. Like this is what I wanted.
Creepy vibes.
She did it. And I was like, put whomever, whatever you want, like put it in your phone. So this like super subtle things. What you want, put it in your cell phone, your screensaver. You look at it every day, and you don't think, you're not hovered over it, like thinking about it. It's just you see it every day. And
Subconsciously.
Put it in your phone. She is engaged. She is engaged now after like trying so hard. And now we see this person, and like my husband's like, this is the best guy she could have ever had.
I'm a believer.
What was the change? And she became a believer from like seeing like how much, and also because she sees like her brother was a skeptic, but he's hanging around me. He's like, everything does.
So
work
did
out for
you,
this guy.
obviously, I mean, I'm sure you told him, but when did you tell him
that I was a stalker fan? A stan?
Yeah.
I don't care to say it.
Yeah.
I literally am like, you're like exactly what I've always wanted.
Because I don't have secrets, and so I wouldn't be able to.
He knew
I
right
know
away.
people that have like gone out of their way to like meet their current husband, and they're still have been married for, you know, many years. But
yes.
She's like, I will never tell this person on my deathbed how I met, because I want the guy to know that like, or I want the guy to think that he chased me, but like really I chased him.
I was planted there.
But you told him.
Yeah. Oh, I told him. Yeah.
You're like, I'm crazy psycho.
Yeah.
I found you. You're welcome.
You're welcome. Yeah. And we're just, it's great. Like, I feel like it's kind of weird to talk about relationships because we're usually more like
private.
Okay to bash our men.
Okay.
Which I feel like I'm not down for that.
Who's bashing? Just
I feel like it's just
these
society
days.
these days. It's like better to speak negatively, I think.
Oh
just
my
people,
God. No, not
and
here.
I don't like it.
Okay.
So because of that, I feel like it's weird to say good things. I think it's just weird to say good things. Like, for example, there's like this thing that says the longer the anniversary.
Oh, like the longer the paragraph, like the messier your marriage is or something. Yeah. I do think that's really funny though. And then I love that when people are like, happy anniversary. Because they're like, the public perception is if it's long, we have a shitty marriage.
Yeah, so just heart because we're perfect.
Yeah, that's really funny.
So I just feel because of that, I just rather not speak about that. But I feel like he's like the perfect person for me.
Aww.
Yeah.
Good.
He really is. And it gets better and better every year.
How long have you been married?
First year was hard as fuck.
I feel like that's what I hear.
What the hell? I had no idea. Yeah, it was hard.
Interesting.
Now it can't be better. It's unfair to say because we're on a vacation high. So right now I'm like, I'm in love.
Okay. But you do live with this man every day, and it is good.
Yeah.
Good. And he's supportive, obviously helping with
He's
like
amazing.
your absolute partner.
He literally is like, I made it a 6-figure like income by myself. And he was able to like throttle that for me.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We all need
He's a really smart guy.
Oh,
Super smart guy. Yeah.
Okay. Well, if you have any eligible single friends,
Let's write your list and put it on your screensaver.
Okay.
I'm serious.
I'm going to do it.
And if you have a guy that you have in your mind and you think like this is really for you.
No, I don't.
No. Okay.
They're
I
all
wanted
trash.
to get weirder.
They're
I was
all
going to
trash.
get weirder for you. You know what you should do? The person you want sitting on your couch next, somebody big, put them on your screensaver.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Mm-hmm. Every time you want a new person sitting on your couch, somebody big old star from Houston, put them on your screensaver just for a month. See what happens. Somebody that you feel like it's untouchable. You can't have them here.
Do you follow Tinks, the influencer?
No, Tinks. She wants you on the show. She's gonna have you on her
God.
screensaver, and you're gonna be here, and we're gonna reference this.
Will
we get arrested for being stans?
But I was gonna say she has this. She talks about how like she'll put in her she'll make a note of like even like, and she's a huge influencer, but like people that she would love to, men that she thinks are attractive, even saw them once in a magazine or whatever.
Yeah.
And she's ended up dating them. And she's like, I never knew I was going to be in the same room.
With
I know
them.
that's hard to believe because I'm an influencer, but I really didn't. And I did. And we dated. And what the hell?
Yeah. Can I tell you something weird?
Yeah.
Something that I did on my trampoline yesterday.
Okay.
I said, I want blank blank to reach out for the holidays. Guess who reached out today?
Blank blank.
Mm-hmm.
Get out.
Mm-hmm. And I sent my husband the $3,600 invoice for them. They're repeats all the time, and I wanted them to come back.
Yeah. Okay, I'm on it. Whatever it is, I'm on it.
It's weird. To say though, real quick.
Yeah.
I know that it's like, I think it's more grabbing to say like the universe and stuff, but my thing is prayer.
Okay.
So I do like giving God some.
Yeah, but that's not everyone's.
Not everybody's cup
thing.
of tea.
Yeah, for me, like I'm not a big religion girly, church girly, things like that, prayer girly. But like whenever something's happening, I'll always say like, I always like think I want to say like I'm praying for you, but really I'm not praying for you. I'm thinking like all of my thoughts are going towards you. All of my positive thoughts are going towards you, and that is truly like my thoughts are with you. But really, that is what's happening.
But it is. It's still the same.
Yeah,
and I think
but
that's one thing. I think it's whatever you feel closest to that feels like more natural. I think, again, don't go against the grain, right? Life isn't about going against the grain. It's supposed to be easier. And accepting that it's going to be hard also makes it easier.
I've accepted that.
Yeah, I think it makes it easier, right?
I'm in the thick of it.
Yeah, it's like when you're trying to fight sand at the beach. Like, doesn't it make it way worse? What if you just dig yourself in the hole and just embrace the sand?
Okay.
It makes it easier.
Do you ever think about doing a TED Talk? Is that something you think about doing on your trampoline?
Yeah.
I could see it.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll be there if you do it in the audience.
That's on my 10-year vision board.
Do you make a vision board with like magazines and stuff like that?
Pictures.
A real vision board every year?
No, like legit pictures. But it's like the thing where it's like we're young and like it's like more like in vogue. But I've seen like, I don't know, for me, when I start like kind of focusing on really helping women build, and I've just seen the changes that have happened and like the possibilities for girls that are like from, I'm literally from a ranch, like chickens in the back and stuff. So I just feel like being able to grow and like just evolve and get what you want, I would like to kind of more just speak on the people that it's like just more like faith, because that's what speaks to me more. Yeah. But I think I do all of it in the way of manifestation.
You're laughing.
Yeah. Yeah, because I'm like, God, make this easy. Thank you. Okay, bye.
Yeah. And so you just mentioned something that I wanted to ask you about, working with others or seeing, great things from other women and stuff like that. Do you feel, whether it's just in the Chatty Mouse arena, business, or on social media, like, have you had some maybe relationships or interactions with other humans? I always say humans because I'm just like, it could be a business, it could be a troll, it could be a bot, like with other, like what's your experience like working with other businesses, small businesses? Okay. Because you've already spoken really highly about your clients, which is great. Yeah. But what about like the collaboration side of things?
So with like influencers, I was never into it. Okay. I've already said like the ones that helped me, like Houston Hotspots and stuff, those are not influencers. Like I feel like she's just people. Like amazing help that she gave me. So it depends. But I think working with other businesses is helpful. I think one thing though is don't expect people or other businesses to go harder for you than you're down to go hard for yourself. I think that's like one of the things that keeps people stuck is expecting other people to propel them further than they're willing to propel themselves. And I think that it's, again, a cop-out in my mind when people are like, oh, I, did this or did that and helped this. And it's like, well, like they don't owe you anything in return.
Right.
So, like, you should just always have your back, primarily.
Yeah, I like that. Don't expect others to go harder for yourself than you would be willing to
Then
go.
you're willing to go, because people have such high expectations for other people around them.
Yeah.
But then I see what they're doing, and it's like, well, you're not showing up for yourself. So maybe that energy of, like, being upset with others should be geared towards you.
Have you ever been disappointed with the support? Sounds like your family was very supportive for sure, but maybe as far as your friend base goes, for me, I feel like a lot of the support, I have great friends, thank you for the support, but I do feel like a lot of the reposting and the commenting and the sharing and the purchasing my merch and the, like, standing me, loving me comes from not the people I'm the closest with, which they're not disrespecting me in any way. And I do go hard for myself for sure. Like, I'm obviously a hard worker, but do you feel that way, or does your close circle really go to, like, bat for you, or maybe they
have no
really
shame
needed anymore?
I have no shame. So I have no shame in my game. I'm going to send you my stuff, and I'm going to tell you to share it.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I'm going to.
Really?
Yes. So I don't do it anymore, but
while you were growing,
while I was growing,
you would, like, send your reel or send your photo via DM and say, can you please share this?
Or not even share always. Like, I know I said that, but for sure like it. If comment, especially if it's like, no, I need you. Like, no, I don't. I'm telling you, like, it's not like, how did this happen?
I feel so weird asking people to do that.
Don't. Just be like, hi, can you like this? This is the thing. People aren't thinking about us as much as we think they are.
100%.
They might see it and they might be like, I don't have the energy right now. Or worse, they might see it and be like, oh my God, how cute. Let me comment. I don't have time to comment because little Baxter over here is Baxter the dog.
Yeah. Is your dog named Baxter?
No, I don't know. But you know what I mean? Yeah. From San Diego, Anchorman, Baxter.
I'm really bad at movie quotes and acknowledgements.
It was Anchorman.
It's
You're
my
Anchor
toxic trait.
You are Anchor Woman, and I thought you had a dog named Baxter. Okay. No. So Baxter's being bad. You wanted to comment, but now you're like, let me like it until and I've done this before. Let me comment until I've liked it. You forget, you know? So it's kind of like, no, make your friends be stans. Send it to them in the DM and be like, and look, now you got to share because you should.
Yeah.
Have no shame in your game. Because honestly, they might not even know. And if they do know, guess what? Now bug them. If they are hater friends.
No, I don't have a single hater friend. Okay, for sure. Everyone totally supports me and stuff like that. But it's just like, for me in my head, like, it would be so helpful for every single human I know to like and comment on every single thing I post. I'm not exaggerating. But so send it to them. For me to individually and say that feels like a big ass. Well, don't even do it individually, right? So maybe somebody is just having a bad day and it's like, please, I don't have the energy for me, like, to do this right now. Or like, let's say because people actually have stuff going on in their lives, right? Yeah, believe it or not. Believe it or not. Could they? I know. Some of it, not everybody has. The trampoline. Not everybody has the trampoline. Yeah. Some people are going through it. So if they don't, then at least in the group message, which you can do in the DMs, you can send it to, like, you know, we have different groups of friends. Send it to them and be like, guys, I'd love if you guys can like this. I don't do that anymore. Yeah, because you have how many Instagram followers and you've made it? It's pretty good. I think it's 260,000. 260K. Yeah. Holy crap. From Reels, guys. Reels. We go viral like once a month. Yeah. No, we go viral. It happens in waves, but for sure every month and then a few times. Some months are a few times in a month. Viral. Yeah. Millions and millions and millions of views. Yeah. Almost 100K on TikTok. Wow. But anyway, I will, if I do like a paid ad, immediately get sent to all of my family members and some also purchase, which is really helpful. Yeah. I have when season 1, when my girlfriend Caroline and I first did the podcast together, we had a wine sponsor and I was like, go buy this. Thank you so much. Thank you. And that's just it. And it's like what you would expect people to do. Right. And I would do that 100%. Yeah. So just like
all of my stuff. Like, don't even, you don't have to embarrass yourself and share it if it's like talking about.
It's not your jam.
If it's not your jam, I get it. Don't share it. But definitely like and comment. And send it to somebody else.
Please.
Have your man like and comment. That's fine. But you have to, see what I mean? Like, people have to actively
Okay.
push.
Okay. I'll try and be
Start
better.
doing it. People aren't going to think you're cringe. Like, your girlfriends aren't going to care.
Honestly,
they're just going to be like, oh my God.
You know what's so crazy is like in real life, like strangers, I don't care if you think I'm cringe at all. Like absolutely. I mean, the shit I talk about this on the podcast or the nightcap, like I know that literal strangers are watching that, like talking about very strange things. And
Very
I don't
strange
care.
things. Yeah.
But it's like, I feel like, can you like my more porridge, please? You know what I mean? Please,
Like
God.
It's
Something.
like a trending thing. Like how it feels when you're asking for a like from your friends.
Yeah.
No, they don't care. I'll tell you this. And this is for my friend Carla. We were in Las Vegas. And she was telling everybody about the Chatty Mouse. Everybody. Hardcore. She's a stan, right?
Mhm.
My girl Carla. I love you. Stan. I felt so shitty when I remembered, you know what? 5 years ago, she had a clothing store.
Guess who never shared
Guess
or
who
liked?
never shared? For sure liked again, whatever. Or maybe shared even, but it not hard. I didn't go hard. And I feel like people don't understand because unless they have their own podcast, unless they have their own business, they don't get the significance.
Mm-hmm.
So therefore, yes, I could have whatever more.
They just don't understand.
They just
And it's not
don't.
out of not caring. It's just, I didn't know that was such a big deal.
I didn't know. So it's like, yeah, you know when somebody is like an ambivalent friend and you feel some sort of weirdness.
Mhm.
But most of the time, like they genuinely just don't get it.
Right.
I think.
That's a great point.
Yeah.
That's a great point. Okay, I'm happy you said that last bit because I can totally see myself being able to improve on others. You know what I mean? Because I'm so focused and going hard for myself that I need to focus
Same girl.
and go back and comment and like and
Same.
you know stuff like that too. So that's a good reminder.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. Well, growing my new page is a reminder for me.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
going
your
on like
personal
6
page you
weeks.
started.
6 weeks ago. And I'm like, oh, okay, I remember the cringy shit I used to do.
Yeah.
I'm back to the cringy
Okay,
shit.
you better catch me liking, commenting all of your
Literally.
posts.
It is. We're back
And you
to
were
cringe
really good
one.
at the nightcap of taking photos and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm very awkward. I need to see the trampoline on your personal page. That's what I need to see.
I feel like I want to do something big before, like something big this month or something. Because I just started it. Like I just started my page. I don't want to bombard them with my fucking.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll
like
make sure not to tag you in this.
the woo-woo shit. I feel like I don't. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
6 weeks in, I'm already talking about.
Hey,
And jump!
does your husband watch you on this trampoline ever, or do you like ask for privacy?
Something so weird. Or maybe I shouldn't say. There's something really significant right now that we have to make happen for him.
Okay.
So I'm like literally like right now.
Jump
like
on the
this, you
trampoline.
need to get back on
Yeah.
and like start this week or something.
I
Like
will
something.
be Amazon priming a $50 trampoline. However, my downstairs neighbor might not enjoy that. Maybe I move it downstairs.
Why don't you do it outside
Yeah,
for a couple
I'll move it
minutes?
downstairs. It's portable.
It's 2 minutes.
2 minutes. Get some sunlight.
Get
some
some
vitamin
sunlight.
D.
People think you're crazy,
That's okay. People already do.
but people think you're working out. They're just like, she just took an Instagram picture and put it back up. It was like 2 minutes. Bob,
Yeah,
did you see she's only out there for 2 minutes again?
Exactly. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's exactly what's gonna happen. Okay, what have I missed? Did I miss anything that you wanted to touch on?
I'm gonna do one thing about the pictures,
About the pictures?
about taking pictures with people.
Oh, okay.
So anytime if you feel, because, okay, it's inevitable, right? Like sometimes we're like, oh my God, this is kind of cringe. Like
To go take a photo of yourself.
take a
or
photo of
ask
yourself
somebody.
or with somebody. Yeah,
Mhm.
you're out in the store or whatever. And I think it's important to remember that so many people, more than people admit, wish that they didn't care or that they were like in the influencer like
content
creation space and didn't have to slave away for somebody else. So when you're thinking it's embarrassing and the person that's giving you the dirtiest look is the one that wishes the hardest. That's what I think.
Okay. You seem like a girl that sits around the table. And my last guest, I felt like he was the same way. He's an artist from Houston. Like, he's always giving helpful hints and tricks out about, like, here's the cheapest, spray paint or adhesive and stuff like that, and poster board or whatever. And you seem like you're that kind of person too. Like, obviously, I don't know about direct charcuterie companies. Maybe if you said you don't turn around business, but do you have other people that you say like, hey, I'm not available?
Yeah.
But these are two great companies that I know do a great job.
I know one that I like to give out a lot of business to.
So you're not shy about that. Like, there's room at the table for us all, kind of thing.
There's room at the table for all of us. I like her as a person. Her name is Carolina, Charcuterie Board Houston, exactly the way together. Her name is Carolina. She's actually my favorite. You know what's funny?
What?
Like, want to say like 3 years ago, a bunch of charcuterie girls in Houston got together, and guess who were the only two that didn't get invited?
You and Catalina. No.
Yes.
I hate that.
It was crazy. So I just feel like oh my God, but I will say, I like competition. I think it's necessary in this world of capitalism. I think that it keeps you on your toes, and I like it. So competition is also cool. Like, literally, I know that I like collaboration over competition. However, competition keeps us sharp.
I think you've worked with my friend Rachel Carlson for the Traveling Spirit Bar.
I love her.
She's
I absolutely love her.
Great friends out here in Houston.
No way.
Yeah.
She's thriving. They're
amazing.
Expensive.
And she is the person who will be like, hey, we're booked, but I know these two other,
there's
companies.
A couple of them.
Or she sells her bar carts. So, and I'm like, isn't that weird that, like, they might not book you again? She's like, I don't care. Like,
yeah, she's thriving.
Yeah, she's great.
See, that's another thing. I saw her evolve the same. Like, she used to have clients that she no longer works with because she's officially out of their bracket. She doesn't charge
and
what they want anymore.
She doesn't bat an eye if someone's like,
it's too much.
Expensive.
Yeah.
She's like, no worries.
But her drinks are
good.
phenomenal.
Her drinks are really good.
They're so good.
Her drinks are really good.
Oh my God. And she has a couple girls with her that help her.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome. I like her business a lot.
If a bitch is making a charcuterie board to bring to an event, just a girly, not an artiste.
Okay.
What are, like, give me the top 5 things that you don't want to forget about.
Okay. For sure.
Not necessarily type of cheese, just like how you're saying. I mean, it's like a group of 20 people.
So, group of 20 people, you're going to need 4 cheeses. So, a group of 20, let's say, do 5 cheeses.
Okay.
And I would do the staples. So, like, you're going to have to do the queen of cheeses, which is brie.
Okay. Love.
You can do that cute little flower design with it.
Okay.
You get 16 slices from a wheel. So that's pretty. Like, if everybody gets 1 piece of each cheese, they should be full.
Okay.
This is not a feast.
Not a free-for-all.
Yeah, it's an appetizer.
Okay.
And then I would do a Havarti, or like something super simple that everybody can have, which is basically like a softer soft cheese, like the little slices.
Yeah.
But Havarti is really creamy and really nice.
Okay.
So having something like that, because brie's already like a different texture. So essentially what I'm getting at is you want different textures and different slice, like different. That one's a square rectangle. The brie is like a little triangle. And then you would do the manchego, which is like a longer sliver.
Okay.
And then you can do Gouda. You can do either aged, so you have the crystallizations in it, and you could have those cubed. So now that's different. And then you can do, so that's already 4. Manchego, Gouda, brie, Havarti. And then I would do a whole cheese, like that's spreadable. So I would do like a Boursin.
Never heard of that.
So good. Try it.
Okay.
A Boursin that's whole. And you can put like a pepper jelly on top of it and just have it. It's like the spreadables. Or you can do like dried apricots and crushed pistachios together and roll like a log of goat cheese and then drizzle a bunch of honey on top and just do like this, you know, like a cracker, a piece of bread, and you spread that on there, and it's just so good. And that way you have 5 textures, 5 different, completely different tastes, and they all look different, so they add a lot of dimension to your board. And then the Gouda has a little bit of an orangey tint to it, especially if it's aged. Even if it's not aged, though, it does not have like the Havarti white color. Brie is very bright, but it has the double texture because of the skin. Of course, the log that's rolled has a lot of color and texture. The Manchego has that rind that's usually like black or red, so that adds color. And now you're adding color, texture, dimension, flavors. And now for me, prosciutto, spicy salami, or the salami with a little pepper on the side, that also adds it. Fold it so that it doesn't, you know, but not too folded or it doesn't look like people have tampered with it too much.
Good point.
And jellies. Some jellies.
How do you feel about, how do you say it? Is it cornichon?
Cornichon.
How do you feel about cornichons?
Love them.
They're a great addition.
And
then the dried fruit you mentioned, that's great.
Dried fruit, my current obsession. But yeah, dried fruit. So if you want to do that moody look that I was talking about, you can do a bunch of dried apricots, dried figs, and it still adds the fruit and the texture color, but not too bright. You know.
Yes, this is your passion. this is your passion. I love. Oh my God. Okay, well, we're all set for the holidays. And if you can't make it yourself, hire the Chatty Mouse.
Hire me.
If you're in the Dex bracket.
That's terrible. No, you guys, all rich people welcome. What?
All rich people welcome. All rich people with the abundance mindset.
Dude, all people in Houston, people are just out there.
Everyone in
they
Houston's
got it
rich.
like that. Everybody in Houston. All Houstonians are welcome. Even the transplants from California now.
Yes. Oh my God. Okay. What is your wine of the week? Do you have one for me?
You know what's weird? I think
You're very positive, so this is going to be hard.
Well, my wine of the week. Damn it. I was talking about what's my favorite wine this week.
What is
my wine of the week
that is bothering you?
So I do rage. I don't let this positivity phase you. Like, what is it? Trick you. I do like get riled up sometimes.
Okay, rage.
I like that word. Oh my God, I know what pisses me off.
Okay.
Like, I hate that the mainstream like way of being is like being super financially irresponsible, just unhealthy. It's like the funny thing. Like if you're not unhealthy, like you're annoying.
Right.
Which is probably me, which is why I feel it. Because I'm like, but why can't we drink water and not have Starbucks every day?
Or drink wine every day.
Or like the moms that are like at soccer things being super drunk. I don't know.
What side of TikTok are you on?
Well, I saw that. So, this is what I saw. I saw a lady saying, I am actually watching my kid's game and I have water in my cup. And everybody in the comments was ripping her because they were like, you're so annoying. And I just felt
that you don't have wine in your cup. That you
don't have wine in your cup. So I feel like it's just funnier to be a degenerate.
It definitely is.
Yeah. And I feel like maybe I'm just hating because I feel like I was a degenerate for so long. And now I'm like trying not to be, and now I'm like now I'm like a pick me because I'm trying to
this
not.
This is full
like,
circle because at the start of this podcast you were like, do you drink every day?
Full circle.
I was like, no, kind of.
Do yeah.
I put it in a to-go cup and go watch my niece play softball? Haven't done it, but has it crossed my mind? Yes, it has.
Okay, something I actually have to admit, and I mean, I thought we cut this a long time ago. I'm not sure of anymore, but
no, we're still
going. I actually am like, honestly, like trying to go sober completely, and I think that I see now how much it's just part of my business, and I'm like, girl. Like, your business is wine and cheese.
Yeah,
your whole life was
hard.
wine and cheese. My career started because I worked at a winery. I love it. And I have a lot of love and respect for alcohol. I do. if it's not abused.
Right.
I don't want it to be like part of like the hardcore, like people getting fucked up, because I feel like it's still so good. Like I have, like I said, a lot of love and respect for the craft, but I don't want to be wasted all the time.
No,
so it's like
I feel that
balance.
How old can I? Will you answer?
31.
31. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if all young beginning 30-year-olds are thinking the same thing, but I'm like, I can't be out on Washington taking green tea shots. You won't catch me doing that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Now, absolutely, will I have a whole bottle of wine with somebody? Will I have a couple of fashions, a couple of martinis? Absolutely. Right. But I am not going home afterwards being blackout and like waking up and feeling like I regret every decision I made.
We can't anymore.
So I get that.
It's just that I'm like, oh, it's just horrible to be like not part of mainstream, I guess. It's hard.
But it's cool. But with your job, I can understand that.
With my job, that I just feel like I don't want to even tell anybody that I'm like low key sober these days, because I'll still order the wine and I won't drink it. I don't drink it.
I think some places have non-alcoholic wine.
I'll have the mocktails, but see, this is the thing. When you love wine, I love ordering it even. I love looking at the wine list. I love tasting them. I like the experience. I like having the first sniff, the drink, and then I just feel like if I drink more than 5 drinks, now I just feel weird, and I already had the whole thing that I love about it.
Before you even had the drink.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's why. But it's just so part of who I am that it's weird to like not, or like part of my culture even, like drinking, like how am I not going to be drinking tequila and margs? So.
Right.
So yeah, not being mainstream is rough.
Yeah, those were 2 good wines for not being mainstream.
Yeah. So.
Okay, I'm going to look at that in a different way, because I do laugh out loud at the degenerate stuff. You know?
Because it's funny.
It is, but I can totally see that, like, yeah.
It's just not, like,
maybe
it's
we need
not
a little
cool.
less of that.
Yeah, it's, like, not cool to not be a degenerate.
It's not mandatory to be that way to be cool. You can be both.
Yeah, but that's why I think I get triggered by it. I hate the word triggered, but that's why I think I get bothered, because I feel like you're not doing all of those degenerate things, like you're annoying and you're like a pick me. But in reality, it's like, why can't we just, not empty out our bank accounts, shop uncontrollably, drink
less,
and then like have coffee for breakfast before having our first glass of water, and I just feel like a pick me for saying that.
I don't think it's a pick me, but I understand society.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Something to think about. Holidays are coming up.
Yeah.
Where can the rich people find you? I'm just kidding. Where can, obviously, tell me both of your Instagram accounts and like for booking and stuff like that, where my listeners can find you.
So for the holidays, make sure to check out thechattymouse.com. Thechattymouse.com. And you can email us. You can book directly online, however you decide. And then if you want to follow me for more annoying tips and tricks, check me out on Christina Ardema.
Yay! Yeah. Okay, cute. Cheers. Winers, as usual, well, first of all, if I haven't said enough, go like, comment, share every single post that I ever make. Yes. And for Christina, too.
And she'll DM you now.
And now I'm going to DM you, so be prepared for that. And, of course, Adultish Wines for merch, and Instagram, Adultish Wines, and page _Crutcher.